Hello. Oh, wait. Whoops. Hello. Hi, Fino. Hello. How are you? I hope I'm not talking funny. I got tooth removed. Well, you know, it's literally in the title, but hey, there we go. Oh my god, it felt so weird. It was very anticlimactic, by the way. Like literally, they just like pushed it a tiny bit, and then they were able to just like slide it off. So it was really easy. It is annoying because I feel like it doesn't hurt as much as I thought, which is the reason I can talk this way. But it's definitely like I feel like something is there and it's missing. But it's better than I thought. But yeah, it kind of feels weird. I was used to feel like, because it didn't. The reason I had to you needed to remove 3 at once. Oh my god, that was rough. 3 at once? Thankfully, I just removed 2, and years apart. I'm kind of lucky in that way. One was the other one though was very painful. First, it went really near the nerve, and for a second it was growing against the other tooth. So like it was coming out towards the front of the mouth and pushing actively against the other teeth. So that was not a very clean removal. They needed to yank it out. Like I literally felt like a chunk and like a push onto like the whole scalp. It was very weird, not pleasant. This time it was very easy because it was literally like growing towards the outside, towards the cheek. So yeah, it was painful, but not that crazy. It was pretty bad. Yeah, I bet. It's not pleasant, like, but it's not terrible. I can talk. The worst thing is wanting to snack around. Like, I want to eat chocolate. I want to eat some potato chips. I can't because I cannot chew for today. I can eat them tomorrow, but not today. So I like to snack when I go in streams, and right now I can't, and it's a pain, but okay, I have water here. I will pretend this is some chocolate, and I will drink my water instead. Is much more healthy, I suppose. But I miss my chocolate. But anyway, well, at least I got to make dinner. Like I literally ate ice cream today. As soon as I got home, I reached for hard, crunchy pretzels. Yeah, which went all directly in those tooth holes. That's why I'm not trying to do that. Oh, by the way, about pretzels, there is one thing here in Switzerland that it's amazing. And it's one of the cheapest chocolate you can find around. It's pretzel chocolate. Like, literally like a chocolate tablet with pretzel pieces inside, with also crunchy, salty bits, and it's so good. Oh my god, it's so good. It's like you are eating like very, very sweet chocolate, but at a certain point, like it hits that salty flavor, and you're like, oh, in heaven. Am I the only one that likes salt inside sweet things? Am I the only weird one? I don't know. I kind of like salted caramel. There is this nut bar. It's like it is with almonds, hazelnuts, I don't remember. Peanuts, there we go. I didn't remember the name. Peanuts and a few other things, and it had like chocolate, salted caramel, salt flakes, and nothing else. It's delicious though. It's very delicious. Anyway, like I really like that. And I'm talking way better than you expected. Yeah, it's not that crazy. I also got. So, oh, by the way, Ciel is also sick. So I was like, hey, I started to drive back at home right after the anesthesia was wearing off. And it was very weird because at a certain point, like I had half of my mouth that was pretty much asleep. I could smile, but only with half of my mouth. It was kind of weird. Apparently the dose they used is kind of a high one, for me at least. At a certain point I started to feel it also in my hand. Like my hand was, it's weird. I don't know. Maybe it was just my impression. It wasn't really there. But when I was opening and closing my hand, it felt like not usual. Not as usual. Like I could feel things without problems. There was just like this, we call them le formiche, like the ants. Like when you fell asleep on, I don't know, in a weird position, and then after a while, like you start to move it, but you start to tingle. Everything tingles a little bit. That type of sensation. Like I felt it like that. And it was the same feeling that I had in my mouth. My tongue was numb for about 4 hours. Mine, I think, lasted for about 3 of them. But the problem is the pain started to come back after an hour-ish. So I took some anti-inflammatory and antidolorific, like painkiller, sorry. Like 1 hour directly after the anesthesia because I needed to drive home and it lasted another hour to travel. So I was able to return home without the pain, which was great also because, again, my daughter is sick. But apparently it's nothing crazy. Probably it's just a normal fever, like a seasonal sickness. Let's hope so. Tomorrow, though, if it doesn't show any improvement, I will probably go to her doctor to see. Also, that reminds me. Thursday, she has another vaccination. I probably need to postpone that because she's sick, so it's better not to have it. So I probably need to postpone it by a week. Let's hope for the best. Anyway, yeah. No, mine lasted about 2.5, 3 hours, not more. And like the way like everything seems normal, like nothing changed when everything is in full effect, but after a while you start to feel like something is not right, but you cannot move and you cannot feel in the normal way, so it kind of feels weird. Am I the only one? The weirdest thing was, though, like my weirdest experience with anesthesia was when I was in the delivery room for Ciel. Can I even talk about that live? I don't know. Like it's epidural thing. Let's say you have a pretty long needle inside your spine. That anesthesia. It's okay. We can understand. Yeah, exactly. It's okay. I mean, that's good. At your age, I didn't either, so it's okay. It's something that you start to get used after. But I mean, that's a good thing. The fact that you didn't have to have anesthesia and that's uncle things? No, not really. No, not really. When I was playing with my sister, when I was a child, and I was pushing her onto the swing, accidentally pushing her a little bit too far, she slipped off the swing and then fell down onto the floor, and she needed to be rushed to the ER because she needed to get like a little bit of stitch under the chin. I have no idea how she managed to land onto something that scratched her chin, and in the end it wasn't that crazy, but yeah, she because of me basically she needed to get a stitch under her chin, and they gave her anesthesia, for example. Or when I busted my lip open, and yeah, I still have the scar. I think I never actually talked about it. I busted open my lip, like I literally tore it in half with my teeth when I was 16. And I technically, we can say I had a plastic surgery on my lips. because I busted open it with my teeth, and so like they really, like my upper lip was literally cut in half in a certain point, and so I needed to get 16 stitches, guys. 16. I needed to get a local anesthesia. So yeah, don't feel bad. Fun fact: we had surgery for thousands of years before anesthesia existed. True. And 2, we still do not know how anesthesia works. Also true. We have no idea. The only thing that ever happened to me is that I ripped my knee open, but I just cleaned and bandaged myself. So not that much. I remember I still have scar from where I fell down from a cliff. And yeah, I got a gash onto my calf, but I just sucked it up, went back to my doctor. We have some magic gas, don't worry about it. Yeah, count to 10 and everything is going to be fine. No, I had a gash onto my calf, and I just went back bleeding, bandaged it up, and then like it just scarred. And people were like, don't you want to go to the hospital? I was like, oh no, it's not that. It doesn't hurt that badly. And people were like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, I'm okay. 12-year-old Astra, fearless inside the woods, and climbing onto things that she shouldn't definitely have climbed, and falling down, and then act like nothing happens. Hey. I used to be that type of child, kind of reckless. So tough for real? I don't know. I suppose I was just reckless, and then I was like, oh well, I fell down, it's okay. But I mean, it didn't get infected, so everything was fine. So my judgment was correct. Nothing happened, so I didn't need a hospital. For what? I was fine. So few bandages and like disinfect it, and everything is fine. Good to go. Yeah, no, that time though, I do remember that so basically it happened like this. I was not going to school for 2 weeks because we were having a formative experience. So like it's a sort of work study thingy that the school organized. and I was working as an accountant for a couple of weeks. And the place I needed to go, I needed to reach it by train, but also I needed to take my bicycle with me because the place was a bit too far from the train station. So I needed to add like 10 minutes of bike, then another 5 minutes of train, and another 10 minutes of bike. However, the problem was that at the time, the train track was only reachable by going up a staircase. And so I needed to take my bicycle with me up in the staircase. I needed to, but I needed to. And also, if you use the appropriate spaces, you literally border no one. But you need to use the appropriate spaces. It's usually, from my experience, it's usually at the beginning of the train. So that's where I went. But it depends. Different trains in different countries have different things, different places for the bikes on the train. Anyway, the last day, literally last day, I was returning home and taking my bike with me up from the stairs. And one of the pedals got stuck between a step and another. So I was yanking my bicycle up, trying to free it from the place it was stuck into. And by yanking it, at a certain point, I yanked it too strongly. My head was like this, no? I sort of had a rebound, and my mouth ended up on the juncture between the steering part of the bike and the part that it's attached to the rest of the body. So it's this lump, sort of, that I got onto. And somehow my teeth were positioned in a way that the heat, the impact, made it tear through my upper lip. And so I called my dad. I was like, can you please come here? I'm bleeding. I probably need to go to the ER. And he was like, oh, come on, don't be so dramatic. Just come by in the train to the train station of my where I lived. I'll come to get you, and we will evaluate there. And I was so there. With a handkerchief, people were watching me kind of scared because I was bleeding a lot, and I was okay, yeah, but it doesn't hurt so badly because that place it's not very sensitive for me. So I was there with this handkerchief, trying to push it onto the lip so that it didn't bleed that much. And I was okay, need to go to my parents. I literally get off the train. My father was there. He looked at me, and I was yeah, we need to rush to the ER. You needed to tell me it was that serious. Otherwise, I would have taken you directly to the ER. And I was no, I literally told you I need to go to the ER. And you told me to reach you. To come where you were. I was the one telling you I need to get to the hospital. Kind of fast because I'm bleeding. So yeah, 16 stitches, microchirurgic plastic operation, something like that. I had a microplastic surgery done to me, and even then I still have a little bit of scar. It's it's still there, like years after. Almost 17 actually. 17 years almost. And still there. But hey, I have a nice story to, like, a fearless Astra went on the train with a busted lip. But yeah, everything was fine. But I needed to eat like milkshakes for a week because I couldn't talk and I couldn't chew. So I was just sipping yogurts. What else? Yogurts. I was eating supplements and ice creams. Ice creams with milk. So yeah. Nice story, isn't it? But anyway, yeah, today was nothing in comparison. And I mean, I'm here, I'm talking, I'm live. So you can hear me, like I'm not that much in pain. Like yeah, it hurts. It used to hurt a lot more a few hours ago. Right now it's like getting better and better by the hour. It's kind of weird. I expected it to last a lot longer, but well, whatever. Almost dying? No. The only time I really risked something was during pregnancy. I had a few stitches when they cut your teeth out. Yeah, it could happen to me too if it was like deeply rooted near the nerve. That's something that they told me they could stitch it, but thankfully my tooth was not the case, so that's good for me. The worst part was I couldn't taste anything about a week. Damn it! Why? How? I was terrified, honestly. I bet. I mean, I literally would have felt the same, probably worse. I was in so much angst though. So, big hug from me. And I'll say there was a Chinese sense that you lost your sense of taste for good. The foods on two of the teeth were really bad. I'm glad you didn't lose it though. No roots. Oh, yeah, it's okay, don't worry. I got it. But yeah, oh my god. I'm very happy that you didn't lose your sense of taste though. I really am. The only time they told me, so basically, I got in labor, and my labor lasted 72 hours, not kidding. The first 24 hours were like starting contractions. And at a certain point, I was like, okay, yeah, but I really feel a lot of pain, and I don't feel well, and I would like to come to the ER. And the ER was like, oh no, wait another hour, wait another hour, wait another hour. And at a certain point I was like, okay, no, I feel terrible, let's just go. So Albion took me to the hospital. You know what happened? The hospital staff told me, oh yeah, you were right in coming by, because if you waited another hour, you might have gone into a cardiac arrest. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? Oh no, it's good that you came by, because we needed to give you something, because your body was working way too much, and you were almost like your heart is beating way too fast, and so there was a huge risk of cardiac arrest. And I was like, huh. And what about me calling you like 12 times to tell you I'm not feeling well, I probably should have come? Can you please tell me to come, because I don't feel well? And at a certain point I was like, okay, screw it, let's just go. Thankfully I listened to my gut, because so yeah, that was the only time I really risked something in a way. But at a certain point, like I feel like we should really feel like we should be the first doctor of ourselves. What I mean is, not going to panic, but if you feel there's something wrong, likely it is there's something wrong. You know your body the best, so trust it. Trust it. 75 days? Oh my god. The poor soul that lasted 75 days. I cannot even find. Mine was long. Mine, like on a medium, my labor was pretty long. But not unheard of. It's not unheard. Short as 27 seconds. I kind of envy the 27 seconds. I know people that like just lasted 3 hours and then everything was done. First pregnancies tend to like last a lot longer. Mine is like not the average. It's on the longer side. But the thing is, it's not 72 hours of intense pain. It starts a little bit and then it gets intense by the hour. So at the first 20 hours were rough, but not crazy. The other 2 days were the really strong ones. And also the fact that I got like the anesthesia only in the last 9 hours, when I was asking it by like after the first, like I think after the first 30 hours I started to ask it, but I just got it for the last 9 hours. That was rough. But at a certain point, I think like your mind just starts to forget about the pain and just lets it go. I don't have a lot of memories about it anymore, but I do remember how I felt though. Like the organ to probably understand how bad the 20 second must have been, and I'm very happy about the fact. It's okay. I can just say it's very painful, but it's worth it. I have Ciel now, and she's the best thing that ever happened in my life. Today she fell asleep like she was. So we returned home, and then Albion came home from work, and I was practically falling asleep on the couch while I was waiting for him. So I was like, okay, your turn now, I go to bed. I need a bit of sleep because it has been a long day for me. So went to bed, and Ciel was trying to come by, open the door of my bedroom to come by, and she was like, Mama, Mama, Mama. Absolutely cute. Then I fell asleep, so I have no idea. Sometimes I felt like she was trying to rummage with the door to open it, but Albion like catched her every single time so that I could continue sleeping. But when I woke up, and she was like, Mama, Mama, Mama. So she was like, she entered, and I hugged her, and she was like, Mama, and she hugged me. So after that, she was like Velcro with me, constantly staying up. And today she fell asleep, like literally hugging my head. She was so cute, so cute. I've been present for one delivery, a friend, and she got the epidural right away. The nurses kept getting mad at her. She was laughing and forgetting to push. Yeah, because after the epidural, like literally you feel nothing. You feel no pain. And it's so good. Like you really are able to feel like the most positive parts of a delivery, and not the pain, because otherwise you would be focused on the pain. Like I admire a lot people that choose not to go for the epidural. I have not that type of strength, At a certain point, it was like, okay, no, just give me the epidural, I want it. Like a cat when you try to use the bathroom, being with a child, especially a toddler, like kind of feels like having a cat. She's literally like a cat. I was joking with Alvin the other day. I was like, okay, yeah, our daughter is literally a cat, because you try to head pet her, she goes away. You just ignore her for a little while because, I don't know, you're cooking, you're cleaning something, and she's like, mama, 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 and she comes to search you, and she wants to head pets, she wants to get like pulled up, she wants to play. But then you start to like give a cheek, like a kiss on the cheek or a head pet, and she like, no, mama, no. And I was like, you called me here, you wanted me here, and now you're telling me to go away, you gremlin. She wanted me to hold her hand and drag the father in, told her love her to pieces. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, I totally get it. You start to lean onto the person that you felt comfortable with to sort of bear the pain. Basically, that's what's happened. But yeah, also Ciel is like a cat because she requires the cheese stacks. I have a child that literally takes my hand, drags me to the kitchen, tells me to open the fridge, and then like points to the cheese, and she's like, mama, and stares intensely at the cheese. And the moment I cut it, she just like steals it from me. I don't have even the time to look at it, and she eats it. Yeah, it's the cheese stacks. Ciel's cheese stacks is real. And so yeah, I have a daughter, not a cat. I have a cat, not a daughter. It's an interesting thing. And she likes 8 cheese, so like the smelliest, the better. So I was like, I don't like aged cheese, guys. I don't like aged cheese. The Italian aged cheese, like, literally smells like a stable. I don't know if you understand, like, if you know the type of smell, but if you go into a stable with a lot of animals, like, that's the smell it has. Now, I can bear it, but to eat it, I'm like, no, please, no. I don't really like it. Children are cats, dogs until they're old enough to ask for money. Then they're brats. True. I have a younger sister. I have 2 younger sisters, but one is like 2.5 actually, years younger than I am, and the other is 12 years younger. Stinky cheese is stinky. Some for words and other. Yeah, exactly. It's stinky. It's very stinky. I don't like stinky cheese. I like fresh cheese or aged cheese that is not stinky. Or goat cheese. Goat cheese is so good. If you never had goat cheese, have some. It's delicious. Well, I say it's delicious, but it's actually something that one should like. It's an acquired taste, I think. It's something that either you like or hate. Personally, to me, it's delicious. Excuse me, what do you mean? Goat cheese is so good. Goat cheese, it's amazing. I love goat cheese. Did you ever had goat ricotta? I don't care if it's a delicacy. It makes my eyes water from 15 feet away. I do not want it. Exactly. Like gorgonzola and Roquefort. It has mold in it. I don't want it. I don't like it. I even tried it. I was like, oh, try it. It's so good. You're going to change your mind once you had it. I hate it even more. I don't like it. Don't give me like Gorgonzola or Roquefort is blah. Most smoked Gouda is my favorite. I like Gouda. Okay, that's good. Gouda is good. There are some of the cheese that I can bear because maybe it's delicious and I like it. The smell is terrible, but I like it. But I personally I really like Parmigiano Reggiano. Personally. Gorgonzola is only good in some cases. I think like you have to try it like the DOP version. So it's like the real one that they make there. I'll take Gorgonzola over Casumarzo. No, Casumarzo. No, mio Dio, no. Oh my god. Casumarzo is like, it has maggots inside. I think it was banned for that reason, because it can have some nasty bacteria inside. No, I never had it. I never will. And I don't care about trying it. No, I will never have Casumarzo. Like, when they banned it, yeah, I know. They still make it. But when they banned it, like Italy, like they were like, oh, they are banning our heritage. They are so envious of our cheese. And I'm like, no, it has maggots inside. For heaven's sake, it has maggots. That's why they're banning it. It's dangerous. Imagine getting like 20 years in prison for cheese. Yeah, exactly. What are you smuggling? Do you have something to declare us at the toll? No, I have nothing. And then they search you and they find cheese. You're under arrest for cheese smuggling. Like, you're trafficking. You're under arrest for cheese trafficking. Honestly, it would make up for a funny story, but 50 cheese rolls like Skyrim. Well, actually, some forms of cheese are so pricey that technically, yeah, if you smuggle one, like, it's a lot of money. So yeah, you can actually make big money with some of the cheese. I had someone try to tell me how amazing it was. Told them to, my guy, I'm American, we eat garbage food and we couldn't pay me to eat that. Yeah. Like, here in Switzerland, we have like snacks with crickets, maggots, and I don't remember what, but we have like literally snacks made out of like flavored insects. I would rather eat those than Casumarzo. I would literally eat those, and I don't eat insects. I don't. I didn't even try. Probably I should. I know that like there is flour, like insect flour that you can try and bake with, and apparently it's very good. It doesn't sound very inviting to me. I'm sorry. I'm not open to new flavors, not this kind. Maybe it's delicious. I don't know. Personally, for the moment, I don't care to try. Honestly, all those insects taste like nothing. I don't know. I know that I got told actually that some of them taste like lemon or like something sprinkled with lemon. I don't know. I have no idea. I have chocolate covered ants. That's different from matching eggs intentionally and let maggots partially digest cheese. Yeah, I know. I totally know. Yeah, no, let's not let's not eat Kazumatsu. Really, literally, guys, if you get offered one, please decline. I'm Italian and I am proud of my cuisine, not Kazumatsu. It can be very, very dangerous to eat. Like, people have gone to the hospital. Some people have had severe consequences because of cheese. Do not go to the hospital because of cheese, please. There is a reason it got banned. Like cheese? I do not like cheese that much. Yeah, exactly. Like, I understand that there are, like, I understand curiosity, not at the expense of health. Let's just say that. To be honest, it would be better to regulate than to ban. I don't think it's possible to regulate, honestly. I don't know if it's possible to regulate. Because the thing is, it's so peculiar the way it's aged that I don't think there is a way to actually, like, properly regulate it. Not now. Maybe in the future. I have no idea. Something maybe will happen because as Lo said, there is a black market from it for it now. I don't believe it was real at first. It was like, how in the world could the people that bought pizza, lasagna, and all that wonderful things also be responsible from that? There is a reason, actually. I don't know if you are aware of Italian history, but basically Italy as a country was born a little bit over 100 years ago. Before, Italy was divided in a lot of little states. So you had, like, different regions. Not like, what are, like, we have 21 regions, if I remember correctly. And, like, just think of them not as 21 regions, but like in as 21 or even more states. Maybe like some were principates, some were like ducal countries, some were like under Austria, some were under Germany, some were under France, and so on. And there was a lot of division, so people moved a lot less than they do today, or even a lot less than it happened in other countries. The geography of the country also didn't help. We have a lot of mountains, so and some places are very hard to reach. So sometimes you had like cities like distant 30 kilometers from one another, talking completely different dialects and having completely different cuisine, dishes, traditions. So that's why Italy has so many different dishes. That's the reason. Imagine the politicians over the proper number of maggots per kilogram of cheese. People protesting for the streets, holding up signs with little cartoons and bags and cheese. Man, that would be the most hilarious protest of all time. Petition to put 2 more maggots per kilogram. No, please, no. The fact that I can picture it happening, actually, it's also like, I don't know if it's tragic or hilarious, but yeah, that will happen. I'm not also kidding. Like, I actually picture like politician screaming inside the parliament to say something like this. How dare you? 1 or less is the true way. Kind of like carbonara. Maybe your goal is 7 maggots per kilogram. I don't know. Doesn't sound healthy. Oh my god, yeah, that happened. That happened, it's true. Yeah, that happened. That happened for real. That's true. No, yeah. It's something that happened. That happened like really. Oh my god, let me look it up. I forgot it happened. Yeah, no, Italian. True. I do remember it. No, wait. Oh my god. Yeah, where did it happen? In 2022. Yeah, I do remember like going man of culture and sheer determination. I mean, I wonder how it went there. W. The first search result I have is when Tifa corrupted Italy for a YouTube video about a situation. Oh well. We have our vices. I mean, it's not like I don't read that. No. I am a very pious person. Me reading something that what could be a funny word to use in this case? Like something that corrupted. Oh no. Absolutely no. That's how I learned English, actually. And no, this is not the first time I say it. Astra reading, so... No. I learned English by reading fanfictions because I was obsessed with Death Note at a certain point, and I was obsessed with Mellow and Nier ship. So I was reading all the Italian fanfictions that I could find, but at a certain point there weren't any. I read all of them. Hi Star, how are you? Thank you so much for the raid, guys. Star is awesome. Thank you so much. And you came by exactly when I was talking about fanfictions. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Okay, little presentation. First, hello, my name is Astra, and I'm an archmage Vtuber and a full-time mom. And also a fucking weirdo, but that's beside the point. Anyway, hello. Welcome, lovely raiders. And hello, Night Starlight. And to everyone else, Star is also a mom and an awesome dragon elf. So show her some love, please, because she's awesome. And a dear friend also. So thank you so much. How are you? What were you playing? Let me go and search it up. Oh, this is card shop simulator. Oh, I never played it. It's a TCG. Hello. How are you? How did it go? How did the stream go? I hope it went well. It was pretty cool. Yay. I'm awesome. You are the one awesome. You are the awesome one. You all came in a weird spot of conversation. Yeah, I was actually talking about how I learned English. We will continue later. Let's talk about Star's game, please. there's time to talk about it. There's time to talk about it. That's still a topic that I'm going to go over later. But yeah, it was great. Yay! Hope it's not too late for you. If you need to like de-stress after the stream, or you need to suddenly shy. I'm not suddenly shy. I'm just I received a raid, guys. Be polite. Let's talk about it later. Interesting is interrupted. Okay, I'm going over later. Just let me say a little, like, let me take care of my friend Star for a moment, because if she needs to distress after the stream and everything else, please feel free to go. Otherwise, I will be very happy if you stay with us. And I'm very excited to have you here. I'm very excited. How is Baby Dragon, by the way? Hope he's good. Ciel is sick today. She has, I have no idea what she has, but she has a 39 degrees fever, so I gave her some paracetamol and now she's sleeping. Now time to go back to the topic, isn't it? As I was saying, my English knowledge comes from fanfiction. I got my knees, but I'm gonna lurk. Yay! Okay, thank you for the lurk. Then it's been a rough couple of weeks. The thing has been rough. Yeah, I know. Try yogurt. No. Yes. Oh my god, it feels so weird. Anyway, nice. I hope that you are able, like, oh my god, the two topics are so weird. Okay, let me close this. Give me a second, please. Yeah, fine, I admit it. Okay, yeah, I was. Okay. Now, let me close this conversation. Please, 1 second. I try with yogurt. Yogurt is really good for teething and also those things that you put into the fridge and then you give them. It might like reduce the pain. Now, okay, let's go over the topic. Listen. I was a young hormonal teenager, okay? I stumbled across a certain type of fanfictions, and yeah, I exhausted all my Italian materials. So at a certain point, I wanted to read more, and so I went to the English ones, and I had no idea what half of the things meant. So for the first month, I was like there reading things with my dictionary open on one side and my phone into the other, trying to figure out what half of the words meant. And then my depravity went on and on and on and on, and then I had a kid, so I have no time to read anymore. Listen, I needed to understand what it meant, so yeah, it was something that was needed. After that, my English improved. Let's just stop at it. My English improved at the level it is today. We could improve collaboration. If given to teenagers also, yeah. But yeah, fanfiction are crazy. Right now though, I feel like after having Ciel, my taste changed. I don't know. Also, hi Lona Nuniel, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here, and welcome to the party. Also, I'm sorry, but you are not anymore test subjects. Like the name of the community is not test subjects any longer. It's changed. Oh my god, you made a clip. You made a clip about it? No. Anyway, it's brain cells now. You are my brain cells officially, because I'm stupid, and by having a lot more brain cells, hopefully my capacity to think will get better. And posted it. Okay. I will bear the consequences. I will see it. Oh my god. Nah. I will never live it down, will I? People are going to think, oh, you are the one that learned English through fanfiction. I'm not the only one. I can assure you, there are a lot of people that, like me, learn from fanfictions, okay? No, you are not a session. You are a brain cell now. Well, Vtuber share the same two brain cells, and both are fighting for the second place. No, in my case, one of my brain cell is trying actively to cover for the other that is on the hamster wheel. So one is very, very occupied with the hamster wheel. The other is trying to manage all by themselves, but it's having a panic attack. So that's my state of my brain at this moment. It's not all calm and dandy, fine and dandy. Constant panic mode. It's not illegal. I was already given a brain cell yesterday. I don't think I need another one. Lol, one is good. I will become eventually one of the most intelligent VTuber in the world. Says the one that I wasn't able to even get a degree, but anyway, I have a high school diploma. That's it. I don't have a degree in anything. So they told me, oh, my teacher, like literally my teacher, when I told them I wanted to apply for university, they told me, oh, Astra, you're really smart, but you're like a Ferrari that is constantly parked inside the garage. Like you have the ability to do whatever you want, but you're just too lazy. And my parents are like, okay, yeah, you're not going to university. And I was like, so yeah, that's my life. So no, I didn't go to a university. Don't feel bad. Some of the dumbest people I know have multiple degrees. Still, I wanted to go to university. My dream job actually, before it becoming video game script writer, which will never get to happen, used to be, I wanted to be someone that was doing special effect for theaters. Like there is this thing, like simulating rain or thunders, or like creating special effect for theaters. Not cinema, not movies, like screenplays. And I thought like, oh my god, it's so cool. And there was a very big theater near my house, like near where I lived, actually, not near my house. And I wanted to go there, but to actually like get enrolled in the program, you needed to have like a university degree in architecture. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get it. You haven't gone to college either. It's too expensive for me. Also that it was kind of expensive for me too. I tried to go for the grants or scholarship, wasn't able to land any of them. I feel lucky for not having to pay back that type of debt anyways. I've learned a lot from YouTube, and yeah, true, and from other people compared to school. True, like that's something that you also pay here, and like luckily and unluckily, like there are some programs that are like, if you're under a certain threshold in Italy, university is almost fully paid by taxes. But if you are above those threshold, like, you pay in full. And my parents are slightly above the threshold, so I will literally have to pay everything. So yeah, my sister is in university right now, but they also have less, like 2 mouths left less to feed. She's 12 years younger than I am. Like, my youngest sister is 12 years younger than me. So me and the middle sister are out. Like, we went out. I live here in Switzerland like since 10 years ago, since 2016. My sister went away in 2015, so it's more than 10 years for her now, slightly more than 10 years. So they have 2 less mouths to feed, so they have a bit more money, and they also have more work to do. My father is a writer, my mom is an editor for a beta reader, basically. One of your college instructors that has linked you to YouTube tutorials for one of your classes after making you buy $600 book, for real, that we only used 1 chapter of. Damn it. No, but the thing that I like, my sister that goes to university, like, half of the time she complains about a professor trying to sell their own books. Like, they make their own books for their, like, courses, and then they try to sell it to the students. And listen here, one of the teachers told my sister, because she got a used book, like, she got it secondhand. I was like, okay, yeah, like, it makes sense because it's kind of expensive, no? Like 60. The one that costed, like, the least expensive one was one that costed something like 60 euros. But still, like, one costed like 150. And she was like, no, I don't have that type of money. Let me get it secondhand. The teacher saw it, and I was like, oh no, we don't want secondhand books here because they come with notes. No, you need to buy it. You need to buy it like new. And she was like, bitch, no. Yeah, it's very expensive paper. Exactly. Like, I get a normal book, but a courses book, yeah, I can get a second hand. Like, if someone was using it the year before, it's like, and if it's the same version, that's good enough for me. I also get bonus like notes that someone took it, that I don't have to take it. So that's kind of good. I just get the printout if I need just 1 chapter. Here it says as well, they try to make you buy the accent. I think it's something that it's universal. They try to get a good money because they have royalties on those books. Like, for how books works, they are copyrighted. So if the books get published, a cut goes to the publisher, a cut goes to the seller, and a cut goes to the author. So they get royalties. And if someone wants to use parts of those books, they also get like royalties over that, because you need to pay the copyright to the original holder. So that's like, compared on how many people use that type of book, it can be quite a lot of money. New version has an update on it. Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. Heard a lot of stories about that, and I've seen that happen with family. Yeah, exactly. My sister always like tells me that she, at a certain point of a certain book, she just like takes it from a friend. Like, they bought it. They bought a copy in 5 friends, and they just like print the pages they need from that book. That book doesn't get touched. Like, that book is in pristine condition, and then they make like copies from it, and then they study from printouts. That's actually pretty smart. And if they don't ever update their book, it's mostly because they notes and they lose money. Yeah, exactly. Second, I think that secondhand is the way to go. Secondhand is actually the smartest choice, because especially if you don't really like, I understand if it's like an exercise book, because the exercise book comes with all the exercises already done. And that's a problem because you kind of need to learn. But if it's mostly like a studies book, something that you need to study from and you don't need to do exercises on, what's the point? Like literally, what's the point? I can buy it secondhand. If you're only needing it like for one chapter, why pay the major price? Because you need to buy it. Because you need to pay the royalties and they need to get rich. That's the reason. Trust me, I know. One of my professors also said, like, did the same thing. What made it worse, final nail in the coffin, was the stuff in the book, in her own words, will be out of date. Yeah, true. How many things you studied and they were like, oh yeah, but next year everything will be different. Especially if there are a few fields when it happens. Like in economics, I am someone that studied economics, so I wouldn't say I'm an economist, but I am like a accountant by profession. So at least in Italy, things change all the time, and they change right before the deadline of the tax tax documents, like deadline, okay, where you need to tell how much you like actually got that year and so on. Like they change it right before, like 2 weeks before, so that everyone needs to rush. Possibly some mistakes are going to happen and then they can get fined. So like it's like literally to cash in fines. Like tell me if it's like the worst thing that can happen. Anyway, yeah, that's something that happens in Italy. And so laws get changed all the time. You don't, like, to keep up updated, you need to be very careful. So everything that you study, like, it's completely useless after a couple of years. And that also happened in tech. Everything tech related, same thing. But that's because, like, progress, not because humans are nasty. A few of the school I went growing up definitely had outdated books, and then when it comes to the test answers are completely wrong. Yeah, true. And also, when you try to stay up to date, because maybe you want to study something that you are very passionate about, and then you go on YouTube, starts making tutorials, actually build a portfolio with that, but you have not studied. Like on paper, you have nothing that attests your ability to do something. Maybe you're actually created something. So you have a portfolio, but you don't have a degree to show. And then you're like trying to get a job in a specific field that you know you can ace in that type of job. But like at the moment of the interview, you're like, sorry, do you have a degree in that? And I'm like, no, but I studied. I can show I'm able to. Like if you just like let me show that I know how to do things, I can demonstrate it live right now. Oh no, we are just interested in people who have the degree. Eat dirt and have a very bad diarrhea. That's what I wish you. A very bad case of diarrhea. I could agree with that when they're bringing out new software, new programs that make stuff updated. It should matter more than a degree. A piece of paper does not mean you... Yeah, exactly. And you have the degree. It was like, we need job experience. True. But somehow some people are like, oh, but they have a degree. Bitch, I have experience. I literally have hand-in experience. I can show it to you. I literally have a portfolio of things I did. No, you need a degree. The pure rage, it gets me every single time I hear this type of conversation, that I hate way more times that I can remember, probably. Yeah. However, now with like programming and database, my actual boss told me they will they will give me references, so that they the new possible employer can call them and they will attest that yeah, she actually is able to make what you need her to do. So at least that's something. Let's hope, let's cross our fingers that helps me in the next year in the job search application. This degree only matters if you put more zeros in the left of the decimal in your pay. Like I think that a degree is very important in some fields. I just say that there are some others that, like, if you have experience, I would say it's the same as having a degree. That's my point. Why is certain words banned? I am positive that this word is test, so I don't know why test is banned. I did not do it. You have a school that actually teaches you on job experience, that gives you credit to your diploma. Whatever piece of paper you going for definitely helps, but not all offer. That's what sucks. Yeah, exactly. Scientific fields, like a degree is pretty important. Same as in medical fields, or like very specific fields in which you need to have a degree. I don't know, for example, I'll say in economics is also important, and like something with like lawyers, or basic lawyers, anything related to law, anything related to medic fields, like anything related to science, like a degree is something that should be mandatory. For other stuff, like, could be less so. Like, for example, tech related jobs, if you are someone that delved into, like, for example, if you are someone that is very passionate about, I don't know, programming, and you studied by yourself, and you're able to actually do the same thing that someone with a degree can do, experience is like should be put on at least on the same level than a degree in that case. Like, it's not something that is valid for every single field. Like, it's different. Free from field to field might not be the same. You don't need a degree to know law, because you you can represent yourself. But at the same time, I think that in some cases, especially in lawmaking, a certain amount of knowledge now is required. Especially in in countries that have like a lot of laws. Like Italy, for example. Any public office or something should be mandate at least a master in it. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you're over city planning, you should at least exactly. Yeah, civil engineering. Also, like anything related to environment. Like, there is a specific field that lets you study how to impact the least negatively on the environment. Like, that type of things. My best friend is actually getting a degree in that field. And anything non-academic, real work experience better than school learning. True, but like we shouldn't like make one shoe fits all. Like it really depends. Sometimes also in non-academic fields, a degree can be very important. It truly depends on the field. In the United States, if you don't know you could definitely be messed up with your break if you break them without knowing. True. But everything is state to state here when it comes to law. Oh yeah, like different states have different laws, right? That's true, because like 50 different states, if I remember correctly, 50. And I was able to name them all, by the way. At a certain point I was like, oh yeah, there is this one. Now, if you give me a map, I have no idea where they are. I just know the names. Just say the right buzzword and nobody will notice. I don't know. 50 elders, some are very unhappy about them. Name them? I can name the one that I... Okay, let's try. So... New York, Washington, Oklahoma, Rhode Island, Colorado, California, Florida, Wisconsin, did I already say that? Oregon, Iowa. I need to write them down because I don't want to repeat myself. Let me take an actual piece of paper. I want to write them down because I don't want to repeat myself. So okay, there is, for example, okay, Wyoming, Alabama, because I mean it's Iowa. Then there is Tennessee. It's North and South Virginia, isn't it? Am I wrong? It's North and South Virginia, isn't it? No? But there is Virginia? Oh, West. Oh, Virginia and East Virginia. Okay, I do remember that Virginia are two. Okay, Virginia, West Virginia. Then there is Rhode Island. Hawaii. Then there is Texas. Canada. California. I don't know why sometimes I start with K and then I say Canada instead of California. California. Florida. Oklahoma. New York. And Virginia is more west than West Virginia. Oh, Nevada, Montana, Arizona. You're right. But you shouldn't be like giving out suggestions. That's something that I should be able to remember myself. But yeah, Nevada. I don't know if I would have remembered it, honestly. Washington. Then there is one that I never remember, and I don't know why. Like, and then people tell me, "Oh yeah, you just forgot this specific one," and I was like, "Oh yeah, you're right." I don't know. Oh yeah, true. Las Vegas. There is also Las Vegas. Let me see if I remember others. Like, definitely it's not 50. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 14, 40, 50. 15 that I... Oh, wait, Las Vegas is not a state? Okay, my bad, my ignorance. But yeah, if you give me a map, I wouldn't be able to locate them on a map. Personally, I can say, okay, yeah, this is the USA, this is Canada, this is... Oh, there is Alaska, actually. Alaska? Oh, yeah, true. Now it's 15 almost sounds like 50. Yeah, so good. So far, so good. Anyway, yeah, I can name some of them. Yeah, Hawaii, I say the why. I say the why. But yeah, I think that if you ask me to name all the countries in Europe, probably I would left some behind either. So in geography, I am absolutely terrible. My geography skills have always been absolutely horrible. I don't know why. I try to study it. I'm not able to put them inside my mind. You did good. You have travel as well, and you live in the state. Listen, I live in the continent of Europe, and I have problems with Europe. I do. Like, I know some states because I have been I literally have been there. Otherwise, I would I wouldn't remember anything. Geography is like literally my least favorite subject when I was at school. My favorite one was actually literature. One of my professors told me I should have gone to a specific school that was to train future writers. She wanted me to become a writer because she told me I had the skills for it. Sadly, my dad said no because he's a writer, and he told me you don't want to become a writer because writers do not make a good living. So he didn't send me there, and I completely lost any motivation to write anything. You have people that don't know Hawaii is a state. Oh yeah, true. There is also Puerto Rico. That's true. But anyway, yeah. No, my English skills are horrible. Absolutely abysmal. Oh, and well, one of my dreams when I was a child was to become an astronaut, though. An astronaut. I wanted to go into space. Now, though, it became kind of a passion to try to learn as much as I can about space. For example, do you know that they discovered recently, and into as well, that was too tall by 15? Oh no, I just never even tried to become one. Like, I gave up because you need to have a degree, and at a certain point I was like, okay, no, I'm probably never getting a degree, so I'm probably never getting in space. I was very quick to give up, sadly. But now I try to keep myself informed on to space related things. For example, like, it's pretty recent. It got theorized that we are actually in a sort of a cosmic hole. Like our galaxy is inside a hole. Like we are in an unusually sparse place. Like, literally, like, around us there is almost nothing. But that's unusual. It should be different. We should have a lot more company, let's say, in our observable piece of space. But probably it's because, like, we are inside a literal hole. Like, people forget the space is mostly empty. No, No, that's the thing. We tend to think that the space is mostly empty because the space around us is mostly empty. But apparently, from what we can observe, it's not like this for the majority of the rest of the space. Like we are literally in a sort of like if you see it from outside in, the Milky Way is inside like a literal void. Like there is this hole, there is a few galaxies inside, and then you see literally around us, it's full of galaxies that are close, a lot more close to each other than the Milky Way is close to anything else. Yeah, I know. Like, well, dark matter is practically exhausted light. Like light is not only exhausted material, we can call it. It's something that you don't see, but it's actually existing. It just doesn't reflect any light. It's not viewable to our eye. The famous dark matter. Apparently, there is some studies about dark matter now. I have no idea though. Like I saw a video a few days ago about dark matter studies, but I wasn't like, it sounded a lot more speculative than I expected it to be. So I was like, okay, probably this is something either in very early stages, or maybe there's just like a conjecture, someone that is thinking that something happens and it's not really happening. I don't know. We will see. If it's something that it has, like it's been studied on, we will hear it in future years. Either way, it's kind of interesting. I still remember like Captain Harlock dark matter powered motor actually of the spaceship. Do you remember? Am I the only one that has like old anime references? I used to really love Captain Harlock though. It's about space. Duh. Talk about space. I always love the topic. Arcadia, yeah, Arcadia. Fun fact, due to the Arcadia, I love every single word that ends with DIA. So, for example, Concordia, and I don't know. In this moment, I don't have any word. Like there is Concordia and Discordia, which is like, it's an Italian word. Like they are opposites. So Concordia is the opposite of Discordia. Concordia is like, you might know it from the Costa Concordia, is the ship from, I think it's MSC, the cruise company. But it's like, I don't think it's Concord actually. Not a one-to-one. Oh yeah, it's actually Concord. And well, Discordia is Discord. Like listen, literally. Oh, okay. Sometimes there are some words that I'm sure they are like false friends, we call them. They kind of sound similar, but they are not similar things. Like as I said, like for example, in the title, I say judgment teeth, okay? Because we call them denti del giudizio. Giudizio means like someone that is learned, someone that is wise. So wisdom is wisdom tooth. But in Italian, giudizio is judgment. Like giudizio can be judgment and can be wisdom, depending on the way you use it. Like it depends on the context of what you use. So I the other day I was like, oh yeah, I need to remove my judgment tooth. And Fino was like, oh no, you probably mean wisdom. And I was like, yeah, it's true. Sometimes I have my forgetful spells. Especially with words I don't use a lot. So, happens. What can I say? Whoops. But wisdom tooth. Actually, you know that when I started to stream, it hurted a little bit more. Right now, the more I talk, the less weird it seems. Probably I'm getting used to it. Well, it was painful, so I'm getting used to have something like it's a bit painful and it's a bit annoying, but at a certain point, like I probably will get used to it without problems. Hey. Oops. But yeah, no, I was very there are a few animes when I was a child that I still sometimes go back and watch. Well, mainly I grew up with Studio Ghibli animes. That's like my dad let me watch Totoro in Spanish. I had Totoro in Spanish, and I knew it like I used to know it like word by word. That's how many times I saw it in Spanish. Mind you, I'm not able to speak Spanish, but I still remember like próxima parada, hospital. Like next stop, hospital. Like when Satsuki goes to, oh no, wait, no, it's not Satsuki, it's Mei. When Mei goes on to the cat bus to go to the mother in the hospital, and in Spanish was like próxima parada, hospital. and I have no idea what it meant, but I knew it was, in that moment it was próxima parada, biblioteca. It's actually also in Italian, biblioteca. We say biblioteca. And we have two different words. There is libreria, which is not the library. It's the bookshop. La libreria, the library is biblioteca. So if you go to the library, you go to a biblioteca. If you go to a libreria, you go to the bookshop. It's the famous false friends that I told you before. Like they are similar, but they are not the same. But apparently Italian is very similar to Catalan. The entire class together. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? I do remember the Deadpool movie using that. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Oh my! I found a pocket watch, a Deadpool pocket watch I got gifted when I was 18 and obsessed with Deadpool. I'm still obsessed with Deadpool. Deadpool is good. Deadpool is funny. Am I the only one that likes Deadpool, by the way? By the way, I have the pocket watch with me right now. And the more I see it, the more it's like just something that has like the Deadpool face. Deadpool is the GOAT. Deadpool is... I love Deadpool. I started to like Deadpool when the game came out. And it was the first time I found that like it even existed. I wasn't aware it. I was never someone that was crazy over superheroes. I grew up with mangas. In my house, my dad has like this, like Shonen Jump type of magazines that were like definitely not for a child, but I still read all of them by the time I was 10. Especially a certain, I do remember like reading 3x3 Eyes. I think was the name. Yeah. 3x3 Eyes. And definitely that was not something that a child should have read. Mainly it was very horror at a certain point in some parts. But also, like, there was a certain manga, certain series about two policewomen with like very prominent assets and very compromising situations that a 10-year-old probably shouldn't have read. The fact that my dad deemed not problematic the fact that I could access it, it's kind of baffling. Dirty Pair? I don't know the name. Let's try. Let's see if it's... Yeah, it was Dirty Pair. I know, no, it was Dirty Pair, I know. And it was one. And also there was another one. One of the characters has long black hair and the other has like a bob cut, a blonde bob cut. And they were two policewomen. So probably it's Dominion Tank Police. I don't know. No, it's not neither. Gunsmith Cast? Yeah, it's them. Oh no, okay, no, they both have short hair. Yeah, I do remember the one with the bob cut. The blonde bob cut. And I do remember like them in compromising position, and I was like, okay, yeah. Like just reading things, okay, yeah, definitely I shouldn't have read it. I'm not sure it was them though, you know? Because I do remember like them having like it was an ecchi manga. Not really fit for a 10-year-old. But anyway. Oh, and Oh My Goddess also. I do remember like loving Oh My Goddess. I really liked it. Especially the OVA. There is like this action figure of the main female protagonist, Belldandy, which is like, I love it so much. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, and it's quite big also. Now it retails for $600, and I'm like, it's literally like the action figure that I want the most because it's beautiful. It's of Belldandy and the angel, her angel. That is Holy Bell. Figure. Let's see if I can find it. And the main color is orange. Yes, if you search action figure Belldandy and Holy Bell, it's the first one that comes out, and it's based on one of the pictures of the cover of one of the mangas, and it's absolutely breathtaking. It's beautiful, but like it's almost impossible to find. As far as I know, maybe some things changed recently. Oh yeah. Apparently they made another release in 2014, and it retailed for 15,600 yen. But I hadn't that money in 2014, so that's a problem. Oh my god, this movie was top shelf. The villain was 100% justified. I don't know. Personally, I was like, I really like Belldandy, and I really like her character. So I was literally like idolizing Belldandy in that moment. She was so gentle, so kind, and I was like, oh yeah, she's goals as a child. And then when I grew up, I became more like Urt than anyone else. But that checks because I am the oldest, so that kind of makes sense. So that's why. But personally, if I should say my favorite anime, definitely, well, manga. No, actually, I do prefer the anime. Ghost in the Shell. I absolutely adore the movie, the first movie, the one of 1999 of Ghost in the Shell. Like, to me, it's beautiful. Animation-wise, plot-wise, personally, I think that the anime is better than the manga. It cuts back to some of the things, but also like it's more focused on what I personally prefer, which is the most the psychological impact over like cybernetics, like mostly cybernetic society. That's interesting. Also very actual with everything we are living through right now, I would say. So I don't know. Okay, let me see which hour it is, by the way. I don't know. Okay, it's almost midnight, guys, and I probably need to go. Because tomorrow I will work. A certain gremlin is going to be waking me up as usual at 5 a.m. Because yes, she loves to eat her milk at 5 a.m. Yay, so happy. So let's see if I can raid someone. Oh, there is probably my friend that is playing Kirby Arc Raiders. So let's go. Remember to hydrate. I will. I have water here. I was drinking like throughout the stream, actually. Maybe the gremlin will let us sleep for cheese offerings. I highly doubt it. If even she will wake me up more because she wants more cheese. So I wouldn't count on that. Let's go with driving my star right after Maxim Tomato. Okay, let's see what Maxim Tomato is. I have no idea. Let's raid my dear friend Pixelbit, which is playing Kirby Arc Raiders. Anyway, now. Please take care of yourself and drink a lot of water. Sleep a lot because I can't. I don't sleep enough, so sleep also for me. Remember that you are amazing. So every time you wake up, go in front of the mirror and tell yourself that you're awesome. Because yes, existing can be difficult, especially in this day and age, and with IRL things to do. So yeah, keep repeating that to yourself that you are awesome because you deserve it. Okay, do it for me, and take care. Take a lot of care. Have a wonderful weekend. And we will see each other probably next week. Perhaps I will stream in this Saturday. I'm not sure. We will see. And thank you so much for keeping me company. Love you lots. And bye-bye, everyone. Love you. Kisses.